Hey, my name is Kelly Kessler. I'm the host of the podcast Rewiring Health, and I'm obsessed with helping you stop feeling burnout, living in pain, and anxious about the future. You see, for years, I felt like I was never good enough. I repeated in my head, when I accomplish this, then I'll finally be happy. And even when I accomplished it, there was always emptiness in my heart. I always put others' needs before my own. Negative thoughts ran wild in my head, and I always struggled to truly feel like I could relax and be present. Well, through my journey of healing, rewiring my brain, regulating my nervous system, and reprogramming my subconscious mind, I have recovered from an eating disorder, I have healed from chronic back pain, and I can truly be present with my two boys and feel that I am living the life I was destined to live with purpose and with joy. And I'm here to guide you along the same journey of healing. So you wake up, your phone is right on the table next to you, and it feels almost like a magnet. You grab the phone, and before you know it, you subconsciously open every app, scroll through social media, you're on your email, you're looking at the news headlines, and you're feeling stressed. And this is how you start your day. I can't tell you how many times I did this, and it did not serve me. It set me up to be in a whirlwind of negativity, and I was just starting my day. And that's why I created the morning guide for perfectionists. So if you struggle with negativity throughout the day, and it's even worse in the morning because you don't have a routine, this will help you tremendously. It's literally everything that I implement that has helped me start my day with the right intentions and put myself into a place of inner harmony. So grab in the link below and enjoy. So I remember so many moments in my life where I was in a situation that I know I did not enjoy. It wasn't good for me. I knew it was stifling, but yet I just didn't make the change. Like, have you ever been at a job you've been at way too long? You know it's not growing with you. You don't enjoy it. You're just putting your time in. And it just feels very like suffocating, like your energy's low, your heart's not in it, but you just stick with it. I know I've had that so many times in my life. I can think of a job in particular where I stayed there way too long now that I look back at it. But there were so many times I like knew it was not right for me, but I stayed with it. And why do we do that? Why do we know something's not right for us in our life, but yet we stick with it? We stay with it. We think that we have to just continue with it. And this is such a huge thing. I know it impacts so many of us. I know I've gone through this so many times where there's something in my life. I mean, one in particular, again, when I was going through the eating disorder, I was busting my butt, running time and time and time again. It took a lot of effort to stick with that eating disorder. It was horrible. But yet there was a sense of comfort about it. There was a sense of knowing that this is what I'm doing and this is what I can expect. And there was a part of me that even though I knew if I took a step back that this was not a healthy behavior, there was a part of me that felt comfort in that. And so the way our brains work is that we want a sense of certainty. So in a world that's very uncertain, if we can hold on to the things that we know and that are predictable, our brain feels very safe. And so for me, it was the eating disorder. That was my sense of certainty. It was safe for me. Staying with jobs that I really should have left a long time ago was a sense of certainty. I knew the job. I knew what to expect. I knew how it worked. There was a sense of certainty. And that sense of uncertainty, going to the unknown, even if it is something that could be amazing for you, feels unsafe in a way. So two of our many basic needs that we need in life are certainty and uncertainty. We are seeking those all the time. So we seek certainty for safety, for predictability, for security, comfort. Those are the things that we seek certainty for. So throughout our life, we're always seeking certainty. So think of things in your life that you have some kind of sense of certainty. It's predictable. You know it's typically going to be there. Like it's this routine that you just happen to know in your life and that you could really plan out as best you can because there's a sense of certainty. And we also have the basic need of uncertainty. So uncertainty gives us that spice of life. It keeps us from being bored in life. but we don't necessarily need uncertainty in our life to the biggest degree that we need certainty. So certainty, we definitely need more in our life because it is that sense of safety. We just need a little uncertainty in our life to keep things spirited or lively or energetic. And so this is what keeps us stuck many times, even if we're in a place where maybe our health isn't great. Maybe we know we should be drinking more water, or maybe we should be taking care of ourselves, or maybe we should take a moment of pause. Maybe we should incorporate some walking in the morning. But what keeps us stuck is that we have a routine and we know it and it works for us, and we just continue on with it because it's familiar. It's a sense of certainty that keeps us in these ruts, keeps us stuck. And it's a natural reaction for the brain because, again, the top thing that the brain wants is safety, protection, and that all comes from certainty. So think about your life. What is something that you are in that maybe you're doing on a daily basis? Maybe it's a job, a lifestyle, or a habit that you have that you know is not necessarily the best for you, but you stick with it because it's safe, it's comfortable, it's familiar. I know we all have them. And that's really what's keeping us in the place that we're in. But what if we allowed ourselves to just move out of that certainty just the tiniest bit? What if we took that chance? What if we challenged ourselves to move into an uncomfortable place? And that's where things start changing. That's where we can really cultivate the life that we desire. So ask yourself, and this is really just more of bringing awareness to your life. And that's the whole purpose of this podcast episode, because when we don't have awareness and we go through the motions, everything rides under the surface. But once we can start asking ourselves the right questions and start moving awareness into our life, now we can start bringing light to it and changing it in a way that serves us more. But I want you to ask yourself, what's something in your life that you could bring a little more uncertainty to? What is something that you are fearful of moving towards, even though you know it could be beneficial to you? So maybe it is a new job. Maybe it is taking on a new program to help you change some aspect of your life. Maybe it is venturing out and going to some social atmosphere that you didn't really feel comfortable in before. What's the smallest thing that you can do to move towards uncertainty? How can you start stepping out of that certainty in your life and seeing that growth? Because only in the places that are unknown is where growth can happen. And that's the beauty of it. And in life, we're designed to evolve. We're designed to step out of that comfort zone. Even though our brains keep us safe, we have to constantly be conscious of it so that we can grow as a human, as a person, and become the better version of ourselves. But if we stay in this comfort zone, stay in this level of certainty, stay in what's safe, what we know, what's familiar, then we're really missing out on what our potential is and those growth factors that could be added to our life, that evolving aspect of yourself that you know you can become a better version of yourself. So ask yourself, what's something I can do to move out of the comfort zone? What's something I can do to move out of that certainty? And what's something that I can add to my life that brings a little level of uncertainty that I can start moving my life forward? So I want to share that with you because I know I've dealt with that many times where I got stuck in a place and didn't ask myself those questions because I'm just like, well, this is what I do. You know, I didn't have any awareness of it. I knew I wasn't happy, but I didn't even bring awareness that like I was just staying in what was safe and comfortable. And we do, again, have that propensity to stay in safe and comfortable positions. And there are some instances that we do have to stay in those places. So, you know, sometimes we do have to hold on to a job for financial reasons, and that's understandable. But how can you move some aspect of your life into a place of uncertainty? So not every aspect should be kind of the same routine every single day. How can you move your health into a level of uncertainty? Maybe adding something in where it's challenging you. What's some way you can change your financial status that challenges you, makes you have to learn something new? What's some way we can add a level of uncertainty to your relationships that, again, challenges you to add something in there, or maybe take something away? Maybe there's uncertainty with removing something. Maybe I just had a conversation with someone prior to this about talking about boundaries. Maybe you know that you have to start setting some boundaries with someone, but it almost feels more comfortable just to keep them in because you are trying to keep the peace with everyone, but yet you know that it's right for you to start setting some boundaries. So maybe how do you lean into that uncertainty of setting the boundary and seeing the results of that? So uncertainty can take on a lot of different realms, but I challenge you to start adding uncertainty into your life in any aspect that you can, and start seeing how you evolve, start seeing how your life evolves. And I guarantee you're going to notice that your courage will evolve as well. When we get started, it's really tough, especially when our life is so familiar. But when we start adding that uncertainty, start moving into it, leaning into it, doing the uncomfortable things, we can start to grow our courage. And now courage allows us to continue the process. So I hope that served you today. If you found value in this, please share it with someone who could also benefit from this. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you for spending your precious time to listen to this episode of Rewiring Health. My mission is to inspire hope and healing through science-backed practices. If you found value in this, please share with 3 people and leave a review. By doing so, this message can be spread to those who need to hear it most. Also, to get updates on the most recent episodes, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for being part of this community, and I am forever grateful for you.